Oh my God. Hey guys, I'm at the entrance of Epcot. It is 45 minutes till the park opens, and they're not letting us in. I went through the gate, and they said drive back around, and there's a line of cars that you can see here behind a bus. But there's a line of cars. All these cars are waiting to go into the gate. So I figured the park opens in 45 minutes. I figured they would be letting us into park. And by the time I parked and got to the gate, it would be 11 and time for the park to open. But they are not letting you in at all. See, that's the back of the Epcot gate. So it's really not worth coming to the parks early these days. The same thing happened at the pass holder preview at Magic Kingdom. See, they're going to have everybody turn around. They're not letting anyone in. And then they'll be further behind me in this very long line. It's 5 minutes later, and now they're letting us in. And here's everyone. A lot of people here in the opening. I hope the park isn't that crowded today. I was kind of looking forward to an empty Epcot. We'll find out. 40 minutes until park opening now. So it's kind of when you want to get to the gate, it seems. Same thing happened at Magic Kingdom. About 40 minutes before opening, they start letting people through the gates. This is everything I have brought with me to the park today to have a cool day in this hot sun and to vlog with. Now I vlog with my iPhone 11 Pro. All right, so I need some batteries. I brought my fuel rods. These are pre-COVID fuel rods I'm going to switch out today, and charging cables. And I also have this is a solar-powered battery charger, and in the Florida sun it is always powered up, and that can charge my phone up 2.5, 3 times. You can even charge up iPads. It works very well. And because I almost had a heat stroke at Magic Kingdom on the pass holder opening day, I have brought a UV umbrella that I just got. Of course, you got to wear a mask. It's Disney World. And then because of the heat that's really been getting to a lot of people, my wife got me this hat, which is an as seen on TV keep cool hat. It's silver on the outside, right? It's supposed to reflect all the UV waves off of you, or rays, UV rays. And then the inside, the material is the same material that you see in cooling towels. So it's supposed to pour some water in there, put it on my head, and it's supposed to make me 20 degrees cooler, or at least feel 20 degrees cooler than it is outside. And with the heat index, it can feel like over 100 degrees easily today at Epcot. So I'm going to wear this hat. I was a little reluctant to wear the hat because I usually don't wear hats like this, and it does seem a little goofy. And my wife, Kathy, said, it doesn't matter. You're wearing a mask all day. No one's going to see your face. I'll give you a report at the end of the day on how well this Arctic as seen on TV hat works. It costs $19.99. I just saw someone turned away. Like the hat? Just saw someone turned away because they were wearing a neck gaiter, and they were not too happy about it. And I'm surprised they left. I would have thought they would have offered them a mask. I don't know if they did or not. Maybe they didn't like the mask that they were offered, but they are walking back to their car. They ripped the neck gaiter off, and they're pretty upset about it. So they said no neck gaiters. They seem to mean it at Epcot. Now this is absolutely amazing to me. Every time I come to any Disney park, it seems I'm in the parking spot as far away as you can possibly be from the entrance. Today is no exception here at Epcot. They're doing social distancing. They have everyone, you see the space in between the cars. And I'm at the very end of a maze 33. Don't forget where you parked. I took a picture down there because I always forget where I'm at. There's the Guardians of the Galaxy building. And all this empty space. One-day ticket today, $130. Just for today, ages 10 and up. Under 10, $125. I know that sounds steep, but as low as the crowds have been, 130 bucks. Might be worth it. Over here, a COVID-19 warning. Well, keep each other healthy, it says. And then over there is the entrance. And it is kind of sad not seeing monorails come through, but they'll be back eventually, I'm sure. I must say, it is great to be back. Gotta ride Spaceship Earth. Since they're not upgrading it though anytime, so they canceled it. There's not the rush there was, but there's lots of air conditioning in there, so that's always good. But first, I'm gonna get some water, overpriced water, to put in my hat, my cooling hat, and see how well it works. Well, I got a bottle of water with my pass holder discount, $2.75. I'm gonna pour it in there and wear it and see if it makes me cooler. I will say though, even without putting water in it, I took the hat off when I came through security. They did a temperature check, and I could tell I was already a lot hotter as soon as I took it off, and that's without putting this water in. So let's see how it goes. I hope it works. Spaceship Earth, 5 minutes. That means a complete walk on. It's amazing. And this is the first thing everyone's hitting, so this might be the busiest ride of the day because everyone walks by here and a lot of people get on it as soon as they get here. Man, total complete walk on. This is nice.
The sliding doors on your time machine close automatically. For your safety, remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle.
Welcome to the future, or should I say, your future. Here in your future, getting away on vacation is a breeze. Your smart suitcase knows where you're going and what you'll need. And with solar power from your home fueling station,
It doesn't really work with the mask. The computer doesn't know what to do with the mask on, everyone.
thanks to handy household robots. You leave your country home in an ultra-light, ultra-powerful, totally networked family car that can take you anywhere. Since you like to wing it,
It's just my eyes. Where the mask is, it's like a green screen effect. I have no bottom of my face. So far as it not getting the renovation, I haven't been on it in a while. I haven't really thought about it. It needs a renovation with the track because the track is very loud and bumpy. So I hope they're still doing that. But it is a little bumpier and loud and little cranky kind of sounds when you're in Spaceship Earth. It might seem like overkill today. This UV hat is working pretty well, and I also have this UV umbrella. But the last few times I've been to the park on these hot days, the heat's really gotten to me, so I'm not taking any chances today. So this is a special UV umbrella. On top of my UV hat, I should be almost like an air conditioning. We'll say this hat is working. It is helping a lot. I can tell. I've taken it off a couple times, and when I take it off, I can tell, wow, almost instantaneously, the heat level on the top of my head goes way up. So far, for 20 bucks or $19.99, it is working as seen on TV. We can already tell the reduced capacity. There's people here, all right, the park's not empty, but you can tell the reduced capacity because this section right here, this is the entrance to World Showcase, to the Food and Wine Festival. Usually this would be filled with people taking selfies and videos and just standing around looking at maps, and there's no one here. Just me. People are walking by it, but no one's standing around really taking pictures or anything. And keep in mind, it's Saturday. Wow. You can see inside the old mouse gear, all torn up still. Not much progress, if anything, has gone on inside the old mouse gear. I'm surprised. I was expecting some more of that to be done or have some changes to it, but it looks like it hasn't been touched in months. Well, this year at the International Food and Wine Festival, no programs, no schedules. Everything is digital. So use My Disney Experience to find information, or you can use the QR code there and scan, which I'm going to do right now. I'm right at the entrance. This way is the way towards Canada. But I'm going to go to Mexico first. I am at Earth's Eats, and I'm going to try the Impossible Farmhouse Meatball. It's meatless. It's $5.75, and Adam the Woo tried it. He seemed to like it, so I'm not usually into those types of things, but I'm going to give it a try and see how it tastes. Well, it does look good. There's some things in there other than a meatless meatball. I'll try it. And I noticed when I got this, they wouldn't touch my receipt to see what I ordered. I had to hold it up and they looked at it. Here you go. Yes, yes.
Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
That's Big Brother who's telling you that all the time. It does look good. I'll try it out, and then I'll let you know how it tastes, all right? I'm not into meatless vegetarian dishes, so this is a leap for me. Well, I gotta tell you, that was really good. It tastes as good as everyone says it does. My only complaint, there's not enough of it. I could have like 2 of those to get me to the next food booth. It's 2 bites, and not even huge big bites, just 2 bites, but it tastes really good. And Earth's Eats, if you look, I'm right at the entrance. Back there, that's the Disney Experience. And this behind me is the Sidewalk to Mexico, so it's right at the beginning. It does taste good, but like I say, I wish it was 2 meatballs instead of just 1, but it tastes very, very good. This is typically the busiest, most bottlenecked area, I think, of Epcot. And this is today, Saturday. So this is the heaviest group of people I've seen all day. And if you've ever been here on a weekend, you know this is really congested, of course, in front of Mexico. Now this is great. The Tequila Bar is open. Now, typically on a Saturday, there'd be a line all the way back to the door, but not today. This is probably one of the coolest pavilions because it does really feel like you're outside at night, doesn't it? Well, I'm gonna go in and get a shot of tequila, no doubt about that. Or something else that the bartender recommends. You know, this is a really awesome place. I've been in here before, but I've never really noticed all the details inside because it's usually so packed with people, and it really is amazing. I've been in places in Mexico that looks just like it. That's where I want to sit. It's all ripped off though with all those bottles. I'm in front of Mexico. I got the blood orange. It has, I don't know, 6 or 7 different things in it. I have no idea what's in it. I saw tart and lots of different alcoholic beverages, so I figured, I'll try it. He said he wants salt, so that's salt on the top. I said yes. I'm assuming it typically comes with it since he asked. Oh man, it's good, but it's got a lot of alcohol in it. Oh man. Now, this is something I've never experienced before. I'm basically up here all alone. There's a guy behind me, but that's about it. And this hat's a hit. The as seen on TV, keep cool hat works as seen on TV. I've got my UV umbrella. I took it out earlier and put it back. I really haven't needed it yet because this hat, I've taken it off a few times, and as soon as I take it off, I can feel the heat like pounding on me.
For the health and safety of everyone,
Big
please
Brother
wear a
again.
face covering at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing,
Okay.
and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Now, in the bar, between each customer, the girl comes out and wipes down the whole bar area before the next person goes out. So, you know, they're being very clean. And I noticed when I got my meatball, when I got my drink, the servers wash their hands after every person they helped. So they help someone, give them their order, and then they go and wash their hands before they take your order. So it's a lot of work for them, a lot of hand washing, but they're doing it. So I think they're doing a really good job here at Disney. Now this is the line for Frozen. It's going way, way back. But they told me the wait time is 20 minutes, even with so many people here, because, you know, social distancing is going way, way further back than you would ever imagine. So 20 minutes, that's as close to a walk-on you'll ever get to Frozen. One thing about this that I really, really like is because you're distanced, you're not as hot because you're not as close to other people. Typically, you're so close to people, front, side, even next to you, right? Because there would usually be somebody right here, and there's not. So there's not as much body heat going around making you hot while you're in line for everything, which I think is really a good thing. But the wait was exactly 20 minutes to get on Frozen. And of course, no one working in there was Norwegian. Everyone was from New Jersey, Illinois, Florida. So no Norwegians in there. You can tell too. As soon as I walked in, I knew, because when you go to Norway, typically it's like 6'5" men and women. They're all blonde, and I knew as soon as I walked in. So, and in Mexico, it was different countries that had, you know, a Hispanic influence. You know, I did see Mexico, but I also saw Guatemala and some other countries. So those are like Americans that are living here. So far, it seems that the World Showcase has mostly Americans working in it because of the travel restrictions. Well, I'm at China now, so let me see who's working in China and what's going on in China. From China, look at this. 1 billion people in China, but not one of them are in the Chinese pavilion. My goodness. I know. Yeah, no, the park is open. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, and this is China. Wow. I'm gonna go watch the movie. I have not seen this movie in many, many years, so I'm looking forward to seeing the China Circle Vision 360 movie. Well, there's some people here, but this guy's not Chinese, so no Chinese people in China. So this is really cool inside. Cool too, because there's air conditioning. But a lot of people kind of walk by here and don't come in. This is so detailed and so beautiful, and it goes so high up. I don't even know if the phone is going to capture the detail of this. But if you have never been in here, you need to come in and just take a look. I mean, they really spent a lot of time in here, and it is so detailed and so cool and beautiful. Look at that. Wow. This is very, very interesting that they have here. This is the exit for the movie in China. And this is a display of the Shanghai Disney. And it goes through everything they have in Shanghai Disney. Mickey Avenue. And then it tells you everything that's in Mickey Avenue. Disney Town. Oh man, wouldn't that be cool to have here? At the heart of Disney Town is the largest Disney Parks retail location in all of Asia. Located in a historic railroad roundhouse, this unique World of Disney store brings together the very best of Disney, including cutting-edge magic mirrors that allow guests to virtually try on authentic Disney princess gowns. Shanghai Disney Resort Hotels. A Toy Story Hotel. Mickey and Minnie Shanghai Style. Inside Shanghai Disney Resort.
30 and 50 minutes of the hour.
Tron Like Cycle Power Run, which we're going to have here at Magic Kingdom. That's the ride vehicle. There's Mickey riding Tron, and that's a remote control toy that you can buy. See, that's remote control with the bottom. Oh wow, look at those ears, Tron ears. They have the best Pirates of the Caribbean in the world in Shanghai. Go on YouTube and look for the Shanghai Pirates of the Caribbean if you've never seen it. This is a Pirates of the Caribbean costume for a cast member in Shanghai. I just put my second bottle of water in this hat, and it is really, really working well. This is money well spent. By the end of the day, I may spend as much money on bottled water as the hat cost. I have been having almost heat strokes the last few times I've been here. Now, I'll tell you, there has not been a single international cast member working in any of the pavilions. And I hope that changes, because part of the fun of the pavilions is meeting the people from the countries. Like sometimes I'll go to Japan and buy Japanese candy, and I'll talk to the Japanese cast members and say, hey, if you were home in Japan, what candy would you buy? Or if I'm going to go to Germany next, I'll ask the girl working at the bar in Germany, if you were home in Germany, what beer would you order? And they'll give me what they would order. So that's kind of missing when the guy helping me in China is from, Connecticut. The only thing I've had to eat today is that meatball and that drink in Mexico. So I've been wanting to go to the Regal Eagle Smokehouse barbecue since it opened, but then everything of course closed down. The restaurant inside is not open. It is just open for quick service. And then I have a bunch of tables out here, so I'll go get something. I am starving. This is looking really, really good. Now the mobile ordering wasn't that hard. It was ready basically instantly because they don't have that many dishes and they make them ahead of time. But that's a half chicken, some bread, and some fries, and it's a lot. It looks like a lot of food, which is, that's what you want to get, right? Especially if these little tiny food festival portions you get. Let's hope it tastes as good as it looks, and it smells really good too. So I'm glad I waited to eat this. This is probably the best quick service I've ever had at any of the Disney parks. And if there's tourists that from other countries have never had American barbecue, they're going to become like, wow, why don't we have barbecue in our own country? It is really, really good. And the portion's large, and the chicken, it had a lot of chicken on it. So it wasn't too expensive. It cost me a little more than 18 bucks for the fries, the chicken, the bread, and then my water. But it was well worth it. It's really, really good. That'll definitely be my lunch stop when I'm at Epcot in the future. It's that good. I love barbecue, and it's hard to find good barbecue, and it has that smoke taste to it. It is really, really good, and I never really care for the food at any of the Disney parks, but that was out of this world. Oh my God.
Or drinking while stationary. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm starting to think my iPhone is connected to the messaging system, because every time I start to vlog and I hit record, the message comes on about face masks. Well, I'm over in Japan now, and surprisingly, the department store is opened up in Japan. So I'll take a look in there, catch some air conditioning. Now, I've been here all day long. This hat does everything they say it does. I mean, here we are. It's about, I don't know what time it is. It's about 3:30, and it's pretty hot time of the day, and I am fine, even with the mask on. The last few times I was up here, I was almost having heat stroke. So far, the hat is a hit. It's the Arctic hat, as seen on TV, $19.99. Again, I've spent about as much money on water as the hat has cost, because I pour water up in there, but it's worth it. I don't care. The hat is working, and it's keeping me cool. I mean, obviously, it's not like having air conditioning on, but it's keeping my temperature of my body here much lower than the outside temperature is, because it is a scorcher today. Now, this is interesting. In Japan, everyone working in the store is from Japan. They're speaking Japanese. I really think so. It's amazing. So I don't know, did they get stuck here before all the travel bans started? Or have they worked here like for a long, long time and are US citizens now or residents? I don't know. But everyone in that store was from Japan and speaking Japanese. And you can see on their name tags too. So out of all the countries, Japan is the only country where I see people working in it from the real country. So that's nice, as opposed to at China, guys from New Jersey and Connecticut over there in Norway or whatever. And that's part of the thing with Epcot that I always like. So that's nice. And let's keep on trucking. This is the festival building, and just give you an idea on where it is. There's the UK. The phone booths are right there. The festival building, and then over here is Canada. So it's between Canada and the UK. It's kind of hidden. You know, there's not a lot to do out here. I could have walked right by this if I was looking the other way and missed the whole thing. It's just like the booths outside. They're just inside. See, they have all the same signs. This is mac and cheese. It's the exact same thing, except it's inside. It's comfortable. And it doesn't crowd up the sidewalks, because, you know, if this was outside like they normally are, it'd be a lot more crowded on the walkways outside, no doubt about it. Well, let's hope that they keep doing it that way. That is so much nicer than having everything out here. I really enjoyed it. It was relaxing. And everybody that was in there eating was kind of resting, cooling off because of the AC. That's definitely the way to go in the future, even when all this is over. Rose and Crown is open. You gotta wait outside to go in. I still have to drive home. So I think I'll skip the Guinness today. But as you can see, here we are Saturday afternoon in the UK. There are certain areas where it's a little more crowded than others, but this is about average, I would say. Well, this is something I've never had happen before at Epcot. I've gotten lost. I mean, I know where I'm at, but there's so many walls, I went the wrong way. So I've ended up walking twice as far than I had to, but the walls make it a little confusing, honestly, you know, and I'm not happy about the walls. I'm over here by the land, and I didn't have to come over this far to get to the exit. But oh well, I'm here now. Hey, this is the new park exit signs under the monorail. This is to the left of Spaceship Earth as I'm walking out of the park. Well, that's Epcot, and I had a pretty full day. And so far as the Arctic hat, it is everything they say it is on television. I know you think I'm like making money off of these things, right? But I'm not. Subscribe if you don't mind, and click that notification bell also, if you don't mind. My name is Brian, and this is Main Street Moments and Beyond. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.